Blessings. Welcome to Pizzo's Pages. Today I have a special coronavirus COVID-19 vlog for you, which is going to really focus on ways in which I am trying to manage mental health and self-care while I am on a work from home mandate due to the coronavirus. I'll be uploading several videos. This is different from my normal channel. My normal channel is a booktube, authortube, and momtube channel that really focuses on how I, as a writer and a reader, engage with an audience and do all of those things within the pages of my life, Pizzo's Pages, by way of even in the midst of being a mom, So today, I know that everyone's posting all types of vlogs on what they're doing at home during this coronavirus stay home, stay safe mandate. And I wanted to just give a little spin on it. So I'll be interspersing some other video through this so you can see part of that day. Basically, I am on a work from home, which is very difficult because I do a lot of community engagements and family engagements throughout my region. And so I do have to be home though. And so that means I'm stationary at my dining room table, just like I am right now at my dining room table. However, at my dining room table means that I am at a laptop or on a million Zoom meetings all day long. And I feel a lot of different ways about this. I love being home. I especially love being home with my young adults and my teenagers right now. They're a lot of fun and I love seeing their faces. It causes us to slow down. I'm giving a lot of hugs, a lot of I love yous. Just today we implemented a prayer time that I'm hoping we will stick with every Monday, where we just kind of pray and as a family and we get together and just try to check in on each other's mental health. But my husband is like a kid in a candy shop with his babies home. So we are doing movie nights and cooking adventures and...
You better not yell at me with them trousers. You better not yell at me.
He just loves that they're locked in because this is his dream long term, which we know is not going to happen. They're going to grow and live their own lives in all of their designated places. But for this moment in time, even though there's a crisis going on in our world, as parents, we are in heaven because our chicks are pretty much in the nest. I still have my girl, that New York girl that's away, but she's been away a long time. So it's a little bit different with these last chicks having to come back home and be cuddled up and be in a nest. So how does our house look? I have one trying to finish 18 credits, college credits. On one floor, I have another junior in high school trying to get film uploaded and trailers, highlight film made, and connections through NCAA for his athletic career to touch base with coaches, and also study on Khan Academy for his SATs. He's taken them already twice. He took a pre one and then an actual one, and we want to get that score up about a little bit significantly more. He already qualifies fully, but we want his score to increase. And so he's doing Khan Academy study. And then they're athletes, all of my kids. And so part of their mental health strengthening is being mobile and moving and being physical. And so they do go out into the driveway and play basketball.
On this, you gotta delete it.
Okay. Hoops and the whole nine. I, on the hand, do a lot of walking. So that's been a blessing because the weather has cooperated enough for me to get a walk in every day. And during that walk time, I'm usually doing prayer. So here's a video that I'm going to insert showing me doing my walking. And then we'll come back. What else I do.
So this is part of my day. I love, 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 love it. I take these walks through my neighborhood. It's really quiet and peaceful. Other than the birds chirping, you don't really hear much at all. The streets are wide, so if a neighbor comes out, you can wave and not feel like you're anywhere near their space. But I've been walking, jogging, or taking my kids on this route for almost over 20 years that I've lived in this neighborhood. But the older I get, it brings me so much joy. And honestly, I had not been doing much physical at all. I've been feeling a little bogged down with my job as far as just having a ton of work to do, and when I get home, I will be exhausted. And I just started feeling like I need to probably go to some new exercise class, like a new boxing gym opened up, and I was like, I went there and said, I think I might join this boxing class. I've always wanted to learn how to box and use box for exercise and strength building. And so, because I'm a big boxing fan, and so I said, I think I'm gonna just join this boxing class, and that it sort of reignite my exercise routine and get me my mojo back when it comes to physical health. And I haven't done it. So this quarantine, stay home and work from home, has afforded me to get up, still not as early as I like because I'm a night owl and I'm fighting it every day. But the reality is, if you're a night owl, you stay up late and then you rise later than usual. So part of my mission to even combat that is to get out and walk. So I do 1.5 miles through my neighborhood, and this is where you are with me, taking that walk with me, 1.5 miles through the neighborhood. And it really helps me. When I'm on the walk, I implemented using an app called prayer.com. And I just saw, now on the App Store, you go in there and you look up an app and the button says get. Well, the button used to would have the price next to it. Now it says get, and you have to really scroll down into the information category where it says in-store app and push on an arrow that will then show you the price. But before I did that, I had already downloaded the app and was using the app. So it gives a really quick no more than 5 minute daily prayer connected to a scripture, which I love and have really been enjoying. I listen to it probably 2 to 3 times at the beginning of my walk. The first time I'm just sort of meditating and taking it in. The second time I'm trying to remember some of the phrasing and repeat some of the phrasing out loud on my walk. And the third time I actually pretty much say it with it and repeat the phrasing so that the prayer really does sink in. So I do that. And then on that same app, they have meditative prayers, which I love. And I will do a meditative prayer. The first time I did it, I was feeling some anxiety about this whole COVID-19 coronavirus, stay home, work from home situation. And I was feeling a little anxiety and I wanted to combat that. And they had a meditative prayer for anxiety. So I listened to it several times over and over again in my walk. And then, because my walk really takes about 45 minutes on a normal day, the next thing I did was, this is my personal preference. I'm not pushing none of these tools on anyone because prayer.com does have a cost. I think it's $119 a year, $119 a year, $14.99 a month. So I'm not pushing that on anybody. That's what I'm using right now. And yes, you can say your own prayers. I've lived a life of prayer for over 40 years and consistently over 20 years. And my daily walk is just sort of talking to God. But I needed something to shore me up in this really unprecedented season and in this really unprecedented time that's really full of angst and trepidation. So that's why I turned to some of that. We're not going to church, you know. You can't sit at the feet of your spiritual leaders and get some strength. So I turn to that. The next thing I do in my walk is I also listen to Bishop T.D. Jakes. I love Bishop T.D. Jakes. He's been a long time staple in the faith community for me. And I remember when I was a babe in Christ, newly saved as an adult, I could not really comprehend a lot of Bishop Jakes. I didn't understand really what he was talking about. A lot of it was way over my head. But as I've grown in the faith and grown in the study and grown in my own reading of the word, I've grown to really appreciate his teaching and the power behind his teaching, the strength that I get from it, the revelation I get from it. So on my walk, I will listen. I love my neighborhood. It's such beautiful houses. I picked this neighborhood because I came from city of Detroit, big city, and I lived on the street very similar to what this neighborhood offered, which is different than Lansing and where I live now, but tree-lined sidewalks and big trees, lamp posts, brick houses. I've just love. So based on that, anyway, I was saying, so he's been a staple in my life for a long time. Books and listening to him preach and messages. So I have adopted, first I do the daily prayer on prayer.com. Then I do the meditative prayer. And sometimes I do the meditative prayer in my house before I come out, because there are breathing exercises and stretches that I include with it, that are included with it. And then I do listen to Bishop Jakes. He's funny, but he's, righteous and full of the word. And I have a great time with him. I feel like it's my little great time in the Lord. So that's basically, so I don't know if you guys could see, but up ahead there's someone walking their dogs, probably 2 blocks away. And what we do in this neighborhood is when we see someone coming because of the stay-at-home mandate, we cross over. So he did that just now. He turned. So we'll cross over, or we'll pause to let the other person get ahead, so that kind of thing. But so I listen to him on the way home, through my walk. And then when I get home, I'm ready to start my day. And usually I'm late, but I work late. So this is a little hard for me because I don't like, it's very difficult to have a really rigid schedule when you're a night owl. So it'll take me till almost 9:30 to finish my walk. And then I'll be able to go home, shower. I don't like wearing makeup all day, but we have so many Zoom meetings. I gotta put on makeup, half the time do my hair, which I don't like doing that, because when I'm home, I'm comfortable and I'm cleaning, and I usually don't do all of that stuff. Usually I come home and take off my makeup. But, we're adjusted in these times, and I'm thankful to be alive. I'm thankful that it's spring and not the dead of winter, so I can get out and walk. I'm thankful that the birds are chirping, and I'm grateful for his mercy and his grace. I really am, that even in these turbulent, troubling, uncertain times, he still sits on the throne of my heart, and he has it all under control. That is the hope and the peace that I have. And I know a lot of people don't have that, but that's what my faith allows me to have. So the next part of this will be you seeing me offering a meditative prayer, because everybody don't have $14.99, and I'm not certain that after the free trial I'll continue to pay it. Right now I need that shoring up because of the times we're living in, but I don't know, I can pray for free. So I don't know if I'll be continuing that, but I did want to offer a free meditative prayer for all of my subscribers out there. So that's what you'll see next, is just God put on my heart some words of encouragement for all of you, especially as moms. We don't do enough stretching. We don't do enough breathing deep. We don't do enough quieting of our minds. And so this is my offering, because it has been so powerful for me to, in times of unrest and uncertainty, get into a space of meditation, quiet prayer, and to really honor my body during this time. So that's what we're going to do. See, she's in the street running, so we're nowhere near, but we waved. Alrighty, talk to you soon.
So another piece of what I do is meditation. I've started this whole journey with this app, and I'm not, you saw in that video, I'm not promoting the app or anything like that. They're not sponsoring me or anything, but I am enjoying the app. And there is some meditation. And part of what I found as I get a little bit older, over 40 and refined, is that I need to do much more stretching to keep my muscles and my body a little limber. And now that I'm sitting at a dining room table for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, that is even more so important. So I have implemented some stretching and some meditation, and I have truly enjoyed it. I have truly enjoyed it, and I hope I can keep it up. You know, I'm a little flaky. I don't do well with doing things forever. But I enjoyed it. So what I want to do in this video is give you a meditation moment, a free meditation moment. So the first time, this is how we're going to do this. The first time, just listen to me say the words. Don't do any of the activities. Don't do any of the breathing. Just listen.